All right, we're going to start a new series on this channel. We're going to talk about the product first, and then we'll go over why I'm doing this series at the end of the video. That way I'm not wasting people's time. So, picture, if you will, a situation in which you have to haul off a Bobcat T200 and bring home a Kubota SVL 95-2S skid steer, right? And the place you bought the Kubota from says, we don't have any trucks to deliver stuff. We're all booked up for at least a month. Okay? So you say to yourself, we're going to have to haul it. So you have a buddy that's got a trailer, right? That'll do all this. It's got the ramps on the back. It's a nice metal deck. It's a big, heavy duty trailer. But the lights don't work. Well, crap. Who wants to sit there and rewire your buddy's trailer? Now, the buddy doesn't really care because, well, he knows the lights are half-assed, but he doesn't use it for anything where he would need the lights, right? But you kind of do. Enter the magnetic lights. Now, yes, everybody's seen the magnetic auxiliary trailer lights, but these are wireless. Sort of. It's a wireless transmitter. Because the problem you have with these is that while you buy a conventional set of trailer lights, auxiliary trailer lights, right? Yeah, they're magnetic on the bottom, but this cord here is usually pretty short. They say, oh, it's a 20-foot cord. Well, in the case of what we were doing, hauling a skid steer around, this trailer, I think, has a 24-foot deck. We couldn't put the lights where we wanted. The other thing they like to do on those is make the wire that goes in between the lights like 5.5 foot, so you can't set them apart far enough. These wireless lights, though, you can set these at least 80 inches apart. Set your wireless transmitter somewhere. It's magnetic, so it's not going to go anywhere. Hook up your 7-prong to 4-prong adapter into your trailer towing wire receptacle socket thing, and turn your lights on here, and you're good to go. These work very well. It is stoplight, brake light, turn signal, and a running light. There's no reverse lights on these, but that's okay for us at least. I assume it's probably fine for you as well, right? Similar situations and all that. It says it doesn't have electronic interference, and it says it has a low battery indicator, but I don't know how any of that stuff works because, well, I didn't read the manual because that's just stupid. I'm pretty sure I can figure out magnetic trailer lights. Each one of these takes 4 AA batteries, right? And you put them on the back, and you can put them on the machine that you're hauling if you need to, and you've got a lot of options there, and you don't have to worry about trying to run one of these cords down the middle of the trailer deck and running it over and pinching it, or setting it up so that you can turn really sharp and not rip it out of the socket, but also not have it drag on the ground because it slid backwards off the trailer deck towards your pickup. This just eliminates all that. They give you plenty of cord here without too much. You eliminate the 15, 20, 25, 30 foot of 4-wire cord that's going to these lights. These can be spaced further apart. They work up to 65 feet away. I don't know if they actually work that far because we only tested it at maybe half that at most. So I can't tell you if they actually go to 65 feet effectively, but they work at least 30 feet. I can tell you that. And assuming the wires on your pickup are working to where they will actually send a turn signal through the wireless transmitter, they do work. But, when you've got a wire that refuses to run the left-hand turn signal and it's on your pickup, these aren't going to work regardless. They're not that magic, but they are magic enough. And I think they're pretty cool. I think you should buy them if you need something like this. You get a trailer, it's an older trailer where the lights probably worked from the factory, and then shortly after that, they never worked again. Rather than spending a bunch of money rewiring it, getting new grommets, getting new, light receptacles, buying new lights, all this stuff runs into money pretty quick, yeah? These right here at Tractor Supply were $200. Now, yeah, they're proud of them, right? But they work, and you're going to spend probably $200 or more, especially if you figure your labor, rewiring a trailer so it'll work. And it's usually, if you're anything like me, which is part of the reason I'm doing this series, because I imagine most of the people that watch my channel are enough like me that in this instance, you get in a situation where, okay, you get a trailer. New or not, taken care of or not, you get, oh, a light doesn't work. Well, great. There's like 12 lights on the back end that do all sorts of cool things, and they're great when they work. But when they quit, you're like, well, I don't really have time to go rewire the whole trailer. So you go under there and you splice a few things together, try to get it to work, but you go over a bump and then it doesn't work. And then you're like, ah, crap, I don't want to get in trouble with the DOT. I don't want to cause a wreck because people don't know how to drive and all this other stuff. It's just easier to do this. It's so much easier to do this. And then the best thing is you can have a fleet of derelict trailers where the lights don't work. And you can just swap these around from trailer to trailer, buy a couple sets if you need to. And then when you're not going to use that trailer, take these off, stick them on the metal door to your shop where they're out of the sun and the rain and everything else, and they'll last a long time. It says lifetime warranty. I don't know what all the lifetime warranty entails, but we got the Tractor Supply Super Protection Plan because, well, $200 set of lights, an extra $15 isn't going to hurt, right? I mean, you're already spending money. You might as well spend all the money. So, in conclusion, I think these are pretty cool. I'm not being endorsed by Hopkins or Tractor Supply or anybody else. I just thought these were cool, and, I don't care what brand you buy. It's just they make wireless trailer lights, and I thought you guys might like to know about that if you didn't already, because I didn't up until a couple weeks ago when we hauled that skid steer back. So it's pretty cool. Now the review part's over. If you want to stick around for another couple minutes, I'll try and keep it brief. Okay. The reason I'm doing this series is, and I kind of touched on this earlier, is just because I imagine people are a lot like me, which is why they watch this channel, right? Derelict trailer situation, wireless lights. The whole purpose of this series, the number one purpose, is to just draw people's attention to products and other miscellaneous things that we have bought or used or acquired, and just giving kind of a generic, oh, this is my experience with it, this is about what it cost, this is what we used it for, we liked it, you might also like it. It's just a PSA, right? Generic information, consumer report, if you will. I'm not doing a scientific study on whether or not these wireless lights are better than a wired light. I'm not going to do a study on if it interferes with your Bluetooth headset, because no, that's not my problem. There's other channels that do stuff like that. I'm not a big channel. Even if I was, I probably wouldn't do that because that sounds like a lot of work, and I like to speak generically, right? But that's the number one reason I started this series, is to just draw people's attention to stuff that I found useful, they might also find useful, make everybody's life a little bit easier, Second biggest reason I'm doing this is because when we get days around here where we're in between major projects, right? We're in between major projects, or the weather's bad, it's raining, it's snowing, it's kind of windy outside. It doesn't look like it much on camera, but it's windy enough that if I was to try and set the phone up here and film something more interesting, the audio quality would be awful, and I hate doing voiceovers of footage. I can, but I don't want to, So this is good, easy, simple content, just short videos that I can make. They help people out in theory, and they also tickle the YouTube algorithm in just the right place where it keeps recommending my channel and I don't get sent to the shadow realm because I haven't uploaded in 6 weeks. So that's why I'm doing this. You guys let me know what you think. If you think this is a stupid idea and I'm going to make myself look like an even bigger idiot, then say that. Please, help me out here a little bit. Throw me a bone. If you think it's a good idea, you're welcome to tell me, or you can just be silent, and that's okay too. I will take your silence as consent that this is an okay idea and that we can go ahead and keep doing more of these videos around here, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff I can talk about here. I have all these spare parts, like, oh, look at this, the factory alternator from the Mazda. We can talk about that for a little bit. We can talk about the Sandon, is that a 4868? Oh, the 7H15 compressor. This is a tough little compressor. We can talk about all that stuff. I bought a ratchet with an extendable handle on it. And you might think, well, that sounds real cheesy. And it is, but I haven't broken it yet. So that's pretty cool. And these are like 5-minute videos I can do, throw out there. This one's going to be long just because it's the first episode, right? But I can do this stuff. It helps the channel out. It might even draw a few more people to my channel, which would be helpful. So this is just kind of a shot in the dark, throwing something wet at the wall to see if it sticks. You guys let me know what you think. Of course, I imagine the algorithm will decide for me whether or not this is going to be popular. But back to the main point, these trailer lights are a cool thing. I will recommend them 100%. Again, I don't care what brand you buy. And no, I'm not endorsed or sponsored by them, you know. And the same thing applies to any other product review that I do here, okay? I'm not endorsed by anybody. If I am, I'll tell you, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and tell you there's a fire somewhere. I'm not that kind of guy. So, yeah. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut it because this has gone on long enough. Again, please let me know what you think. I would like to see a couple comments from time to time. You know, the people that watch my channel are pretty quiet as a general rule. It's a little concerning. So, I'll let you guys go. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.